Hi guys, today is the 5th of January 2019 at 11:30 in the morning, and I just want to quickly give you a breakdown of what I'm seeing in this video now. So on the floor here on the Korean Peninsula in this iPad Go 2 video, we appear to be viewing an eclipse. And obviously there's the yin and yang in there, and the shape of the Pac-Man with the whole gobbling up everything. Chinese tanks coming forward, reminiscent of Tiananmen Square. And then you've got the diamond reference, which I think is also referring to an eclipse that I showed you guys in the video before last. That's one part. Then here we've also got an eclipse going on, and both of which appear to be kind of referenced in the dark. Obviously, we don't know if that's because of the atmosphere being darkened due to nuclear fallout or volcanic ash or what have you, but it appears to be lunar. We have these craters on what would be the moon, I'm assuming, unless they're coronal holes, and the redness is because of the atmosphere, so it could be the sun, but I'm looking at it as the moon for now. So we've got eclipse going on over here. Just go back because I might want to refer to it. So eclipse going on over here, or at least the ending of the eclipse. An eclipse going on over here, blood moon, crescent shape. In this scene here, we referenced this like 2 years ago as the lunar calendar, and we've got the red apple, which could reference a blood moon. We've got the tsunami on the floor, which is also in the shape of a crescent, which could also be a reference to crescent moon, as well as having a lunar calendar. And then we've got the shadow of the apple emphasized as well. So that kind of gives you an eclipse scene there. Crescent moon, blood red, shadow, that all kind of says eclipse. The apple opens and you see the seeds, on 2 seeds on one side, 1 seed on the other, reference to 21 or even 11/1. 11th of January is a date I have on watch as well. As today, apart from that, I've got the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, as shown in this video, possibly from the 2 seeds, the 1 seed, the Beyond Obama's forehead, and the 23 from Psalm 23 outside the classroom. Then we have this scene here. If you watch the light just here, you'll see how it slowly fades, and that suggests that something is blocking out that source of light, which again could be a reference to an eclipse. So I just wanted to show you that part very quickly. And then you've got this scene here with the boy rising up, and you've got the full moon there. So this could either be prior to the eclipse or after it. Can't really tell, but it seems to be in a sequence, so it follows on probably after the eclipse. Then we're seeing, death as a result of whatever's occurred. So with the references to the lunar eclipse and the 2 seeds and the 1 seed inside the apple, which also may be part of depicting an eclipse, as well as volcanic eruption and being part of a tsunami as well. The 21st of January, we have a total lunar eclipse, as a lot of you know, full moon, blood moon, wolf moon. It's got all the trimmings. In New York, it's going to be occurring. It's going to start around 9:30 in the evening, of course, and continue until the 21st of January at 2:48 in the morning. So sorry, 9:30 on the 20th of January, moving to 2:48 in the morning on the 21st of January. So well within that, that time range there is a particular time I'm looking at, and it's in association with the government shutdown. At the moment, the government has been shut down for 14 days, 6 hours, 35 minutes, and 9 seconds. If the government remains shut down, as you've heard Donald Trump saying, we could shut it down for months or even a year, or he's really steadfast, and the Democrats seem to be steadfast as well. So it's possible that the government could remain shut down for a substantial amount of time. However, if it gets to the 21st of January and it's still shut down, the government shutdown would be 29 days since it shut down, and obviously that's a possible reference to 9/11, with the 2 being separated into 2 ones and 9 backwards, 9/11. Around the time of the eclipse, as I showed you there, is from the 20th of January up to the 21st of Jan, 2:48 in the morning. So during that time, during the eclipse time, you could have yourself a reference to 9/11 with the government shutdown and how long it has been shut down for. Obviously, don't want those things to happen, but just warning, just in case. The day before the 21st of January is the 20th of January, of course. That's when the sun enters into Aquarius. And when I looked at the Be Ready video at the end, it all seemed to make a little bit more sense to me, the 5 symbols that we have here. The clock pointing to 1, which could reference January, as in the first month. You've got the yin-yang symbol, which could represent an eclipse, as in light moving into dark and dark moving into light. Then you've got the Aquarius symbol, you've got North and South America, and then you've got unplugged. So if that's January eclipse, that's January the 21st. Aquarius would be January the 20th, so 20th, 21st, around that same time. North and South America unplugged, that would refer to an EMP attack or a cyber attack of some kind. Obviously, we know of those possibilities. We've talked about EMPs a lot. We've talked about cyber attacks a lot. So the possibility on the 20th or 21st of January, the north and south of the continent of America could be unplugged. Obviously, again, don't want that to happen, but have to be aware. Obviously, if that does happen, no internet, you guys, so you're not going to be able to get access to information that you might want to access, like I don't know, survival tips, or you know, how to get water and stuff like that. It's just simple little stuff that you would think of in a catastrophic situation, but you won't think of until you're in that situation, so you kind of need to get ahead of it, you know. Then we move on to a second eclipse. Now this is, I'm thinking, also referring to an eclipse, but it's not referring to January the 21st, 2019. I believe it's referring to June 21st, 2020. So while we have things starting this year, things are going to go on for a while. Obviously, if it results in like a world war situation, we know that those go on for years. So this appears to be depicting an eclipse, and I say that because behind you've got the twins, the head of the twins. So that kind of leads me to Gemini. And when you look at the solar and lunar eclipses worldwide that are going to be occurring for the next 10 years, a solar eclipse is going to be occurring on the 21st of June 2020. And according to the star signs, that is when Gemini ends. So the 21st of June, I believe it's the 21st of June, 1 second. Okay, Google. Gemini star sign.
According to Wikipedia, Gemini is the third
Yeah, ends on the 21st of June. So it runs from May 21st to June 21st. So that would be the very last day of the star sign Gemini where the solar eclipse would occur. And that may be what we're seeing here. June 21st, the very last day of Gemini during the solar eclipse. We have the Antichrist figure emerging. At the end of the video, I don't know if it's, you know, within that same time range as in like June 21st, after the eclipse has happened, then, you know, the Antichrist has emerged, or if this is referring to later in the year. But up here we've all noticed that we've got a scorpion just here. Make it bigger for you guys. So yeah, we've got a scorpion just here. Easy to notice from the tip of the tail, runs down the back. You've got the claws down here, the front, the abdomen. It's all there. Over here is a foot. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. This is the little one. This is the big one up here. You can tell that this is the underneath of the foot because you can see the groove that would run down the middle. So it's a bare foot, and it looks like it's about to step on the scorpion, who, you know, has its tail up and ready with a bit of venom ready to go. And biblically, that's significant and a manipulation, as this entire video is, of the Bible. Christ once said to his disciples when they were going out to preach and to heal the diseases of the people, "Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." So again, it's just a manipulation of the Bible. The Antichrist in the scene with the scorpion, with the foot, which is a suggestion that you can tread on the scorpion and nothing will hurt you. And that is, you know, what the Antichrist is about, manipulating the Bible and making people think that he is Christ when he is not. So that brings me to the end of the video. Just quick recap. Eclipse going on over here. Eclipse going on over here. All seems to be referring to lunar eclipse, lunar calendar, crescent moon, blood red. That's happening during a lunar eclipse. A shadow there. So again, references to an eclipse. You've got the volcano on there. So this may be happening January 20th, 21st. Either in reference to, there's multiple volcanoes, but I've got on watch Etna, Stromboli, Kilauea, the cumbre, vieja, and Yellowstone. But Yellowstone is just because it's a super volcano, and if it was to erupt, everything would be, you know, pretty much over. Nothing really to say about that. But as far as I can tell, it's not referring to Yellowstone. Either Kilauea, La Cumbre Vieja, Mount Etna, because of obviously the proximity of the volcano on an island to a shoe, which is the shape of Italy. But again, seems to be an eclipse going on. Maybe it's the 21st we see that happen. Inside the apple, that may be confirmed. 2 seeds on one side, 2, and 1 on the other side, 21. And that again seems to be connected to the tsunami crescent moon. And obviously it could be the case that they try and suggest that the eclipse had an effect on the, you know, atmosphere and the weather, and is causing volcanoes to erupt, and, you know, that's why we have this massive tsunami that's now affecting the coasts of many countries. But that would be a lie, so don't believe it if that happens and they do say that. Here again, we seem to be having an eclipse, and we have the tsunami coming in. That again seems to be a double connection. If an eclipse is going on and a tsunami is coming in, again, the apple is a reference to multiple things, but one of those things is the Big Apple, New York, and the Statue of Liberty is obviously outside New York. So again, it seems to have double layer of meaning right there. This is after the eclipse or before, but I do think it's after, suggesting things have happened, people have died, and obviously if tsunamis come in, volcanoes have erupted, that would be true. And that would all be on the 21st during the total lunar eclipse, running from the 20th of January. This is Eastern time, so running from the 20th of January, 9:30, to the 21st of January, 2:48. That would be 29 days of government shutdown. If it continues that long, that would be 9/11 backwards. That would be in the star sign of Aquarius, or sorry, the constellation of Aquarius. The sun will be moving into that constellation, and that may be connected with this Be Ready video. 1 January, eclipse, Aquarius, North and South America, unplugged. And we do think that if the tsunami comes, the electricity is going to go out prior to that, which is obviously going to increase the casualties because warnings won't be able to be given. And then we come to next year, June 21st, during the solar eclipse, the last day of the star sign Gemini. Looks like the Antichrist is coming up. And yeah, it's all a manipulation of the Bible. He'll obviously be able to do some things that make people believe he's Christ. And one of those things may be the ability to step on a scorpion without being harmed, which seems to be what is depicted here, which is, again, from the Bible. So you guys, I hope you're able to stick with me through all that. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.